Great Wednesday morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Christy. Welcome to today's grade 8. And I don't think I've ever really talked specifically about what I'm going to talk about today, but I'm going to talk about shoulder blade retraction and something that happens as we age. Gravity takes hold, and because we do a lot of sitting and things in flexion, we become drawn over just like this. So let's think of it logically. You know, you're in a chair, you're here, you're reading, working on a computer, whatever, driving, and these muscles in the back naturally get lengthened and these get shortened. So what we have to do to open up, pull our shoulder blades down and back to help with our posture so we don't start to do so much forward flexion, we start to walk forward and we shuffle, and that's what leads to some falls in the future. So I'm going to show you 3 different exercises to simply strengthen here to pull our shoulder blades down and back and lengthen here. All right, so just a few things. Now, you don't necessarily need equipment, but some go-to items, you can order these. They're very cheap. They're different resistance bands. You can get them on Amazon Prime or anywhere online, but there's different types of resistances that you can order. And I love these because they're very easy to travel with, and you can also strengthen your glutes with them too. So that's a whole nother grade 8. But what you're going to do, you're going to take your band and you're going to bring it on the outer part of that pointer finger, your index finger, and you're simply going to open and close nice and slow. So just give you a side view here, and I can just feel all those muscles and that posterior chain right here strengthen. So super, super handy. Doing this 2-3 times a day, 20 to 30 repetitions at each time. So important. Strengthening that posterior chain, these muscles that we've stretched out because of our ergonomics, just the way we're sitting a lot and in that position. So the next exercise I'm going to show you, this you can do on your own, and I do it a lot in my classes. I call it cracking the egg. So I'll actually turn my back to you. Your palms are down, and then you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together and just hold it for a few seconds, and then reach forward again, just like you're cracking an egg in between your shoulder blades, because you're doing 2 things there. When you're contracting your shoulder blades, you're strengthening those muscles and you're lengthening here. So remember, we want to lengthen and strengthen to prevent the hunched over shoulders. All right, so cracking the eggs. And again, 2 to 3 times a day, 20 to 30 repetitions. I also like doing the upward range of motion and squeezing in to the spine. You just get a few more muscles engaged when you add that different direction and that bigger overhead range of motion. I know that some people are impeded with that shoulder, so that might be a little bit of a challenge there. So, using the breath when you do it, contracting, bringing thought and effort to the exercise, because anytime you do any type of exercises, especially if they're new to the body, you want to constantly ask yourself, can I feel it? Am I working the right muscle groups? Can I intensify it just a little bit? Is it too easy? All these questions, do you have good form, are super, super important. I did bring a tube here because some people just don't have those bands, but the tube is the same thing, out, in. I really like the bands because you can open your hands up. Okay? All right, so the exterior rotation, you can even feel this without any bands also. And then cracking the egg. So my son calls these monies, show me the money, show me the money. So monies, cracking the egg. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is if you could stand in a doorway. So let's just say this is a doorway, right? Well, let me see if you can see me over here. I don't know if you can or not. I think you can. All right, so this is a doorway here. So you're just going to open up and stretch and lengthen because you're going to have a little bit of leverage here. And it really does help when you're trying to open up that shoulder. So actually taking a deep breath in and exhale, turning your body into that stretch. Okay, and you really, like, I really feel this right now. And just hanging out there because, you know, when you're doing a stretch, ideally 5 deep breaths and have that take at least 45 seconds for that muscle to relax. And of course, once you do it on one side, of course you want to do it on the other side, right? So just being mindful of, you know, if you work one side, work the other. But see, I can't even feel this because I don't have the leverage of the door casing. So making sure you got that door casing and you're putting your body weight into it. And I like to open up with the other arm so you can really feel it. So those are your monies, right? Cracking the egg and then getting into a doorway where you can stretch and open up and using the breath, you know, inhale, release, exhale, lengthen and stretch. And that is your grade 8 today to help with your posture. So, you know, incorporate these little exercises in your daily routine to prevent this. And especially if you've been in a seated position a long time, these are absolute go-to exercises. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful Wednesday. Reach out to me if you have any questions, or if you're interested in a particular body part, you want me to show you 3 little exercises to help with those areas. I'm here for you. Have a great Wednesday. Bye. Thank you so much for participating in our fitness programs today, but please remember before you start any exercise program to consult with your physician first. Please honor your body. Thank you.